What happened in 1912? A big event? 1912. One of a staple that we still have movies about today. What was this?
Thinking of the Titanic.
Yeah, Ben, I knew you'd say it. I knew you'd say it. The Titanic sank. Is that just happenstance? Well, that sounds like conspiracy, right? Okay, let's take a deeper look at this. Who died on that ship? Well, there were three very wealthy people, the most wealthy people alive then. This guy named Guggenheim, Isa Strauss, and Jacob Astor. They were on that first maiden journey. JP Morgan was also on that and he stepped off because he owned the ship. He was the main financier of the Titanic. He invited all these wealthy folks on this maiden journey. Okay. He stepped off 10 minutes before, got a little bit of cough in him. Okay. Stepped off the boat. He knew what was coming. They went down on the ship. They were the main proponents of the Federal Reserve, these three folks, and they could have stopped it with their money power. They knew who the bankers were. They weren't having it. They were not going to allow that to pass. The time and date of this, you think it's coincidence? It sank at 2:20 a.m. Are you ready? On April 15th, 1912. Did you ever wonder why April 15th, tax day, the day that you have on your calendar? What they have done is they have memorialized the very date that set them free to go ahead and take our money supply and tax you. So they put April 15th as the date of the sinking Titanic. You're going to faithfully come in every day, every April 15th, and get your taxes signed on the sinking of the Titanic that allowed them to capture your money. Isn't that interesting? That's just conspiracy, though, right? April 15th is just a complete coincidence. Here's why this is so significant. If the Federal Reserve doesn't pass, okay, there is no national debt. Doesn't exist. Our government's not shut down right now. We're not shut down. Debating on a debt ceiling. And if there is no national debt, there is nobody paying a tax. Nobody pays the tax because it doesn't apply to them, and nobody's going to believe they owe the tax because they began with the agenda national debt, national debt. Those early folks in 1914, 1915 opened up their newspaper that was controlled by the Rothschilds. Oh my gosh, there's a national debt. I better start paying my taxes, pay down that national debt. That's how they started, and that's what they're still beating that drum beat today.